Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tony X Tony, and don't forget the X. Thank you for stopping by the channel. So I got a question for y'all. First of all, this Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, it started off mad crazy, and obviously it seems like Kendrick Lamar won the beef because the last song that we had from Drake was The Heart Part 6, and a lot of people had a very, unfavorable reaction to it towards Drake. So do you guys think that Kendrick actually won? I'm gonna just begin the beef by starting there. Because Jason Martin, he has said that he believes that Kendrick Lamar strategically dismantled Drake. So I really want to see what Jason Martin's perspective is on this, because he's obviously cool with Kendrick. He has Kendrick's info, contact information, and stuff like that. I believe Jason Martin is actually like Problem or something like that. Anyway, none of that matters. All I'm trying to get to is this video. Let's see what he has to say about this.
It's been a great year for Compton.
Yes.
Shout out to Compton.
Incredible
Shout out to
year for
Compton. Yes. Compton does it again.
Yeah.
Does it again.
Before we get into Chupacabra,
Come on.
talk to me about what it was like just watching Kendrick Lamar deep fry.
They
You know,
on
fry
board
him
with
up
Kendrick
and give him.
winning?
I've never. It was like King Ryan. You know, when he fucked up. What's the dude's name? He just boxed Haney. It was bad.
Before I start, because my words get taken really sensitively around this subject.
I've been seeing you. I saw you going in on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, I'm going in because I'm like,
Me too. I didn't know Drake had a beehive until.
me neither.
Oh my God.
Bro, I got bots in my shit. I can't say anything. Motherfuckers think I'm talking about Drake or talking about somebody
Because
else.
I was riding so hard for Kendrick
If an artist is as big as Drake, they gotta be hive.
That's a fact.
the whole time before he even replied to fucking push-ups, all that shit. I was like, man, hey, bruh, them fucking Drake beehive, it's real.
It's real. He got like some real haters. Like
I
they
didn't
pulling up
know.
shit. They pulling up my numbers. I'm like, bro, this is wild. Like I'm not.
They
Wait.
pulled up like an old tweet of me saying like Drake was dope, and I'm like, yeah, Drake is dope, but he's still gonna get fucking obliterated. What are we talking about here? Like,
Yeah,
there's
man.
levels.
Listen,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. One of my biggest fears is that like one of my videos goes viral and Drake clowns me because my numbers, because I make music and stuff like that. I have no desire to be as big as Drake. Being as big as Drake as an artist means that there comes a whole different set of problems. But what he could do is pull my card quick, which would give me a lot of numbers. I wouldn't be too upset about it. But it is one of the things where it's like, yo.
to this, I look at this as a very competitive Super Bowl as opposed to two guys going at it. It was like, this is the team I'm rooting for, and that's the team they rooting for. So
Yeah, it was like
I knew how this was gonna end.
Right.
Because I knew the guy that you were going against, Drake. I know him. All of us know him. Some people you just gotta leave the fuck alone.
He's the one guy, actually.
I'll look at him. I hold him to like, you have LeBron James, which is Drake,
Yeah.
and you have Kobe Bryant. You got somebody that only cares about basketball.
Listen. Let's not do that.
I'm just telling you.
I know.
He only
big cap.
cares about hip hop. He don't give a fuck about none of the other shit. It's win or win. It ain't nothing else.
I'm a big LeBron guy, so I don't want to.
I'm just telling you what it is.
I would say
'Cause
Steph Curry is.
People sound crazy when they bring this up. I'm about to deviate a little bit. How do you not care about winning when you go to the finals 9 straight times and you have 11 appearances? Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta cut the bullfuckery.
Drake.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying LeBron is Drake. LeBron changed basketball. He changed the way we all viewed competition. We made it where you can play anywhere and everybody's friends, and it worked out where everybody's making so much money.
And Kobe's like, fuck you. I'm going to take your head off.
Fuck you, and all that. It's up. Let's go play.
Yeah. That's.
But from this analogy, though, like, from this standpoint, actually, I kind of agree with that. It's just like whenever people come at my boy Bron, I feel like DJ Academics when people come at Drizzy.
And if you want to calm it down, we'll say Kyrie then, if you want to do that.
That's fair. That's fair.
We know he's one of the most skillful artists to ever live, Kendrick, right?
I think he's. I mean, I've been saying this for about 4 or 5 years. I've had him 4 or 5 all time, and people will be like, "You're fucking crazy." And I'm like, "Well, if all these other motherfuckers will put Biggie in their top 2 or 3, and he only put 2 albums out, you got to put Kendrick in the top 5 off of his discography alone."
I'll say this.
But skill level, he might be. I don't know. It's like Kendrick and Eminem.
I don't know when this is gonna air, but I'll say this. Y'all tell me a time on a Friday when a J. Cole verse and a Drake verse dropped and nobody gave a shit. Because that just happened this Friday.
I was going to say a lot of times.
This Friday that just passed.
Well, yeah. When the Sexy Red and the new Culver.
We've never seen that, and we ain't seen that in 10 years.
Oh, for sure. And I'd also like to point out, for the first time ever, I actually think Drake being on that song hurt the song. I think people are so off of Drake right now. The Sexy Red song that dropped has more dislikes than likes on YouTube. And it's like, yo, like Sexy Red, you probably could have put like, I don't know, fucking anybody.
The song was
We'll
garbage.
we'll just
no
say
matter
this.
what. Let's start there.
I called it. I knew it was gonna happen.
Oh, I knew it was going to happen too.
I knew it was gonna happen. But
And then also, just to follow up on that whole thing, Drake, how are you going to try to go make a song with Sexy Red after Kendrick Lamar literally just got done telling you, and I know you might have been taking it as a joke or something like that, but it's not no joke whenever your whole career is kind of like in flames and in peril because somebody just told you, I believe whenever you stand next to Sexy Red, you see two bad bitches. Like, bro, come on, Drake. That's the type of stuff I be talking about. And that's why I hate the Drake and LeBron comparison. Because one thing that LeBron don't do, he don't go into nothing not trying to win. And I feel like Kendrick almost underestimated his competition so much to the point where he was destined to lose this. But that's just me.
I was privy to being.
You had some inside info, I'm sure.
I was able to have different conversations with the internal Compton unity
Interesting.
community.
What they tell
And we
you.
were all just knowing how this was gonna end. We were like, every move, it was like a chess game. And we were just watching it. It was dope. It was dope to see. It was dope to actually get some insight from the man himself, knowing like, oh yeah, let's rock, let's do it. But it never got to the point where it was like, we're gonna fucking fight or shoot. So I was able to enjoy it.
You know what's crazy to me was like my favorite song of the battle is Euphoria because it's the most like it was literally a warning shot.
Right.
But it was like a kill shot. But if you go back and listen, like
It sounds better now.
he predicted
He said everything.
all of this.
He said
and he was
everything.
like, hey, don't tell the lies about me and I won't tell the truth about you. I already can predict your angle, you know
So
what
if
I'm
you
saying?
take it there, I'll take it further. This is something you don't want to do.
And then he goes, ooh, at the end. I was like, oh, dog.
It's still nasty.
Anyway, shout out to Kendrick. You know, I think, yeah. I mean, I feel like generic hip hop fans who are just like, you know, real passive like heads who like aren't like really, they listen to Drake and, you know, whatever's hot at the time. Like they were very, it was frustrating to deal with people for about 3 weeks.
I listen to Drake.
Because people are fucking absolutely ignorant to
Listen.
like the skill level of like Kendrick at
Listen,
the time.
I listen to Drake.
Everybody listens
I listen
to
to
Drake.
Drake.
It's
but
impossible not to
he's
listen to
just
Drake.
not better than Kendrick. Like it's not really even that deep.
They're not.
All right. It's not that he's not better than Kendrick. They just live in two different realms. Like, Kendrick is an astronomical rapper, and that's what he does. He is a rapper. Like, the whole Kobe comparison thing with Kendrick, I support that 1,000% because I really do feel like Kendrick just don't care about nobody. He's told you so many times, fuck everybody, and it's all me. I'm the best, and he always says this. So, like, bro.
Not even in the same.
Right, it's not.
No, they're not.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Drake, he runs pop. So he doesn't run pop. There's other artists that are bigger in pop. But the thing is, like, if this was going to be a competition of who can make the better, like, songs and there was no slander being made, then I feel like low-key Drake might have had an edge in this whole thing. But the problem is this is a rap battle. So in a rap battle, you got to be able to rap better than the other person. And even if that means that you're going to throw dirt on them, that's what it is about. Like, don't tell no lies about me and I won't tell no truth about
Not even
you.
in the same arena.
Exactly.
It's like Kendrick is literally in an arena, quite possibly by himself. Like it
Of our
might be
current
him.
generation,
Like
yeah.
if we're talking about wordplay, there's like guys like like guys, but it's really Kendrick over here, and then Drake's like in an arena with like
And I'll say
J.
this.
Cole and like.
I'll say this. We'll leave it here. And I don't know this for a fact. This is my opinion. I do not know. Let one of them niggas do a sneak diss or something. He may lay one on a nigga head 30 minutes later again. Just know that. And that's what I'm watching. I'm watching Drake and J. Cole kind of like, they feel like they walking through landmine now. Like, don't say nothing remotely close to accidentally making us think you about to say
Yo.
something.
I'm just glad
'Cause you
Cole-
might get cracked again.
That's why
I'm
J.
glad
Cole
Cole
been
pulled
crippy.
out.
Smart man.
Well, also because he's like a good guy.
Nah, it ain't even that he a good man. He's smart.
He's smart, yeah.
He's a genius. He knows what that thing is sitting over there. I call him Petty Pendergrass.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's having a ball. This is funny to him. I think maybe in a few years he'll probably be like, knowing the guy, he'll be like, damn, man, I wish I wouldn't have did that. You know, I probably hurt his career. You know, because he's still a caring man.
Nah.
But once you cross the lines with talking about kids,
His hand go crazy. I just realized that.
Off with his head.
I remember when
That's dope.
when Family Matters came out. I was driving to Phoenix. It was Friday night, so like he'd already put out the Compton freestyle in the morning with the glove.
Yeah.
And I remember as soon as that shit dropped, I called Head and I was like, "Oh, he don't got nothing. He's just making shit up now." Like, imagine like the Dave Free thing being like a thing. Like, "Oh, you really don't got shit. You're desperate." Like
nothing.
the motherfuckers who got the worst bars were the most memorable line from Drake. The whole battle was "Shut the fuck up and make some drums."
It was,
And then the shit he said about The Weeknd and ASAP Rocky. He had nothing he could say about Kendrick other than he's a short guy who wears shoes a certain size.
Listen, man.
That's all he
give
had.
me 50s for you, remember?
Dot
I'm not gonna lie to you.
works out and raps.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's it. So you were in an actual skill battle. This wasn't like a mud throwing
It's the
thing.
most excited, it was the most exciting night of hip hop in my lifetime because I'm in the car
facts.
and I'm listening to Family Matters like over and over, and I was like, all right, and then I'm like open Twitter and someone's like, damn, Kendrick didn't even let him breathe, and I'm like, wait, what? It's been like 30. Oh shit!
Listen.
He dropped, and then when I'm listening to fucking Meet the Grams, and I'm just like,
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna give you some real insight. As you hearing this first, they drop Family Matters, and I text him. I'm like, "This ain't it." He's like,
at all.
I'm like, "This ain't gonna get it." I was like, "Man, it's time to step on his head." He was like, "Say less." I'm thinking we just take. It ain't nothing deep like that. It's.
Right.
I go to the bathroom. I come back. The motherfucking song is uploaded. I said, wait. I text him like, nigga, you already. He's like, man, I've been waiting for this thing to drop. So
the GOAT.
he didn't even know what he was going against. Man, Drake shot a video and all this shit. Man,
Went and
that
got
boy
a
was sitting at
fucking
the
Dodge
crib.
Caravan.
Boom, boom. You listen.
suck the life out of the whole moment for Drake.
Sometimes you just gotta know what to do and what not to do. Some people, we all know over here. I'll say this: I've been in the studio with them all, like with all of the greatest people that everybody thinks is the most talented, right?
I know who real problem is.
I've never seen nothing like that ever. The boy will go over there, turn on a beat, and be 20 minutes later. You think he's gonna lay 8 bar? He lays the whole song with the stacks. With all of them voices, like, whoa. Okay, and this is 2010.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Different. Motherfuckers is different, man.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT as far as right now, this generation, man. They talked about Big 3 now. It's just.
I think.
It's just Big Kendrick.
I mean, listen, my GOAT
to him.
list at this point is really it's either Jay or Kendrick. That's just personally for me. I mean, Nas is up there too for me personally, but just like, it's just gotta. It's just to me like.
I had to restructure my list after this.
Yeah, my top 10 offends a lot of people because I got Pac like towards the bottom of it. And
What's y'all top 5? Tell me y'all top 5 in the comments below. Because, like, this does bring up an interesting conversation where it's like, does your top 5 change because of this whole situation? Does this make you view Kendrick in a higher degree? Because, like, I do feel like after this, Drake's stock definitely has dropped quite a bit. Kendrick's, his has definitely risen, but it's just like how much has people risen Kendrick from where they already had him? Where did you already have Kendrick at? You know what I mean? Like, was it a place of, like, did you already have him high up on your list? Was he already in your top 5, maybe top 3? Like, where does he stand? Maybe top 10? I don't know. Some people might not even have had him in that. Because, you know, it's hard to break somebody's top list because that list is filled with their favorite artists that they do not want to move. So for them to say that they're restructuring their list to add Kendrick into it, that's already crazy to me. But if I had to give my top 5 right now, man, that's a tough one. I don't even know if I want to do that on the spot for real.
Lil Wayne's not in my top 10, but Drake and Drake ain't sniffing my top 10.
Because I know the type of hip hop you listen to, I understand your list.
No, I love Pac.
No, I'm just saying, but I know the type of hip hop you love.
I think I got Pac at like 8, you know. But
I mean, if you want to go,
Lil Wayne,
if you want to go, if you want to put him on 8, knowing he only had a 7-year career.
No, and influence.
You can't do that.
No, but influence-wise, he's probably 1 or 2.
At 22 years old, he dropped Dear Mama. We gotta chill. We gotta listen. We gotta chill with some of these conversations though. At 20, we got niggas that's talking about heels.
Is it safe to say Tupac is the most influential rapper ever? Because if he's not 1, he's 2.
Most influential.
I think it's Rakim or Tupac.
Influential was tough
Because I just feel like without
because they didn't have.
and Lil Wayne's up there too for the record.
Lil Wayne has to be in that
He's
conversation.
in the top 3.
All right, before they start going into their perspective too much, influential is hard because it just depends on who you are. Because, like, to me, my most influential artist is Kanye West. And he might not be in nobody else's top, like, rappers list. But to me, Kanye has such a profound effect on the way that I view music and the way that I think that music can be created and, like, sound sonically and the boundaries that can be pushed. Kanye West to me is my favorite artist of rapper of all time. It's just indisputable. I don't think that nobody can ever break that. But that's just my perspective. So my list is not going to look like theirs. And I just don't think that influence affects everybody the same way. If we're going to talk from a big, like, macro point of view where we're talking everybody in the United States and we're really trying to, like, talk hip hop and see who knows people, man, Tupac's got to be up there because everybody knows who Tupac is. So is Weezy. Like,
In that conversation.
Future.
Snoop has to be in that conversation.
Future's in that combo. Future has influenced so much of like, and Kanye.
oh, I didn't expect him to say
I'll
Ye.
take Ye.
Yay.
I got to put Ye. I think I'm gonna put Ye.
I thought
in.
I was
Well,
the only one
Ye's
that has to
influenced
say
the
Ye.
world on a level.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm looking like that, so it got to be like Ye, Pac. Then
Wayne.
I don't know because I'm from here.
Yeah.
It definitely was something we listened to, but I didn't want to like look like that.
I don't think.
Like these two people I'm talking about, like
I don't think Jay-Z.
dress-
I don't.
And see, that's where this conversation gets interesting. And that's why I said it depends on the person. Because he just said he's from the West Coast. So he didn't want to look like Weezy. Like, I'm from the Midwest, bro. If you are from the Midwest and you're a black dude, and then you was a black dude growing up during that time, you probably have dreadlocks. And, like, it just kind of is what it is. Or you got a face tat, or you got, like, hella tats because of Weezy. Like, he influenced us in some way, shape, or form. Because that's just kind of, like, the person that we looked up to growing up. So it's just interesting to hear this.
I don't think Jay-Z influenced many people sonically. I'm thinking like the sonics of hip hop. Like I'm like, damn, I can think.
we're only talking music. Or
no, I'm thinking about influence. The influence on music. Like
I'm talking about overall.
I'm thinking like, yo, no, overall, it's
Because you got
Kanye.
Tupac who wasn't even going bald wearing a bald head. It's like it was a lot of other shit
No,
happening.
That's
we're
what I
talking about
thought we
overall.
was
It's Ye. Like overall, Kanye's
Pac, yeah, well,
because Kanye's like changed fashion.
because I think seeing a 35-year-old Pac would have been an incredible thing to watch.
It would
For
have
sure.
been incredible.
We don't have that, and in that 7-year span from 18 to 25, bruh, he's still one of the highest streaming artists. He's
For
still.
sure.
And just to like hijack this conversation again, I feel like our modern day version, and some people might call this sacrilegious, but we never really got to see X's full career, XXXTentacion. I feel like he's very comparable in the sense of like his impact during a short period of time is like Tupac was. The way that he was able to like really change the way that the youth viewed a lot of stuff and the influence that he had and whenever he passed, all this stuff, he might not have reached those heights, but he was definitely on the trajectory. And I think he died well before the age that, I think Tupac died at like 27? Or was it something like that? Hold on, let me look. How old was Pac when he was 25? Okay. All right. So how old was X? Yeah, he was 20. So that's a 5-year gap for time that he did not have to be able to accomplish the same amount of things that Pac did. But in the short amount of time that he had a huge influence on a lot of stuff. He just never really got to touch the same heights, unfortunately. But it's just one of my interesting perspectives. That's it.
Has people that'll just cry over his songs. It's still people trying to emulate that thing.
What is your favorite Tupac album?
It's either Machiavelli.
Which is crazy that that's not on the Tupac profile on Spotify.
It's crazy because Blasphemy is probably my favorite Tupac rap song. Like
Yeah.
the raps.
Yo, Machiavelli is so fire.
All right, I'm basically done with this video. They're done talking about what I came here for. I'm not like the hugest Tupac fan because it's just not something I grew up really listening to like that. Much respect to Pac. He's a legend. All the legends and stuff like that. But yeah, interesting video. Kendrick he's a killer, bro. Shouts out Bootleg Kev for this video, by the way. Get us a like. What are people in the comments saying? Kobe said himself during an interview alongside Kendrick that Kendrick reminded him of himself. Yeah, that's a perfect one for that. When Dude said Blasphemy is one of his favorite Tupac songs, it made me wish I could stretch my hand through the screen and shake his hand. Blasphemy is seriously slept on. In the beginning of the year, Cat Williams opened the door of the world on Club Shay Shay. Drake, on the other hand, didn't realize he was next, thanks to King Kendrick, the GOAT, King Kunta. I knew when I heard the Art of Peer Pressure, no one could mess with Kenny. Listen to it again. That song is arguably the best song ever. The best song ever? Dang, that's pretty wild. I hate when people keep saying everybody listens to Drake. Nope. I have been saying from the beginning, Drake doesn't sound authentic on anything he does. And that I can agree with. Drake, the one thing that me and my bro talk about, and we might start a podcast together, Drake never sounds like I think Drake should sound like. I don't know what Drake should sound like, but he always has some type of random accent that I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? And that's what Kendrick called all that stuff out in the beef, and I'm just like, man, this is dope. But anyway, what y'all think about this discussion? Tell me in the comments below. We covered quite a bit in this video, but like, yo, the fact that Kendrick was as prepared as he was, not a surprise, but it's really cool to hear. What do you guys think in the comments? Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Peace.